Same exact restaurant, same exact order. And on this side, from a regular delivery service, I got 27 single-use items. And on this side, with DeliverZero, I got just 5. We've all felt the guilt. You get takeout for dinner, and your order comes with a ton of single-use packaging. And we're not alone. It's estimated in 2016 that over 560 billion disposable food service items were used in the US. That's more than 1 billion items like napkins, chopsticks, sauces, utensils, and containers a day. There has got to be a better way. So I want to know, can takeout go zero waste? To find out, I'm going to talk with the co-founder of DeliverZero, a startup that allows customers to order takeout with reusable containers.
When your food arrives, it arrives in our container.
Then I'll connect with researcher Rich Grousset, who spent months looking into the cost of disposable foodware.
So you're talking about a cost in New York City's economy of $40 million a year just in trash.
I'm Lucy Biggers, and this is One Small Step. As the pandemic forced people into their homes, food delivery skyrocketed. One estimate found that in March 2020, food delivery in the US jumped by 67%. And with all these new orders comes new waste. That's why I'm excited to talk to Lauren Sweeney, the co-founder of DeliverZero, a startup that provides reusable takeout containers instead of single use.
In New York alone, an estimated billion takeout containers are thrown away every year.
DeliverZero currently operates in 60 restaurants in New York City. Their containers can be used up to 1,000 times, and after 7 uses, the container is more sustainable than single use. Customers can use DeliverZero just like a regular online ordering site.
So right now you go to deliverzero.com. You'll see a bar that says search your address. Type in your address, find a restaurant that delivers to you.
So I'm gonna try out DeliverZero to see how their order processing works, if it's as easy as another to-go food app that we use all the time. So there are 5 restaurants on the DeliverZero website that deliver to my neighborhood. I've decided to go with Chinese food. I'm gonna order from DeliverZero and then do the exact same order from a comparable delivery service. And both orders came out to the exact same amount of money. Hi, thank you. Hi. Thank you so much. First reaction is it's a lot heavier than the regular delivery, and it still is coming in a plastic bag and a paper bag, which isn't ideal for everyone out there who's really a stickler, but now we're gonna unpack it and check it out. So I got 2 of the same order so I could compare the packaging of the exact same order. Normally I would not be this wasteful. But on this side, we've got 27 single-use items. On this side, we only have 5, 2 of which are these little spring rolls, still came in a container like this. And these 3 bags were still what the delivery order came in. DeliverZero doesn't charge the restaurant for their containers. Instead, they make money like other delivery services and charge a service fee.
One takeout container costs anywhere from 60 to 90 cents. So with one order, they could save, a few bucks. They actually wash them the same way they would a plate. They follow their normal dishwashing processes. And that's actually how we're able to make this work. This is being treated just like a utensil that would be used at the restaurant.
Is there any concern about the volume of cleaning? Because I know disposability, they're just kind of wiping their hands of it when it's done, but all of a sudden now they're having this return. So I'm wondering if that is creating any problems of not enough dishwashers or...
Many times a restaurant that has a dishwasher will run that dishwasher, say, half empty because they need to run it to kind of stay on track. Perhaps a restaurant down the line could have to run an extra load because of us, but we don't hear that that's happening.
It doesn't sound like you guys are at a scale yet where the dishwashing thing is even a problem because it's not being used by enough people to create a problem with that.
And I think even at scale, 1 billion takeout containers ending up in landfill every year is so much more problematic than washing 1 billion takeout containers every year.
DeliverZero containers are made from a thick plastic that they say can withstand 1,000 uses. These big containers, they're very durable, easy to open, very solid. Even though they are plastic, they're very solid plastic. Let's see what the rice looks like. Oh, this is crazy. Oh, I just twist it off. That's your rice.
It has to be something that's going to work within their existing workflow. And I come in with a stack of our containers and it is no problem. It's a stack of containers that looks just like the clamshells that they're already using.
After 6 weeks, if you don't return the containers, you're charged $3.25 per container.
Our system is only more sustainable if the containers are actually being returned. So we do need to police that on some level.
Next time you order with them, you can simply give your empty containers to the delivery person, or you can schedule a drop-off at one of the participating restaurants. On the DeliverZero website, there's this area where it says manage boxes, and then I can schedule a drop-off with any of these restaurants that participate in DeliverZero. It doesn't have to be the same restaurant as where I ordered the first time. So how bad is this problem and how can we fix it? To find out, I've reached out to Rich Grousset, who spent 6 months combing through industry numbers to find out the impact of our disposable foodware problem.
In New York City, we estimate that it's 22.9 billion individual disposable food service items per year. And so you're talking about a cost to New York City's economy of $40 million a year just in trash and recycling, hauling. What we don't know is the cost for the litter and marine ecosystem damage, environmental damage.
What was the most surprising thing that you found?
Napkins, by our numbers, outweighed any other individual product when you added them all together. You know, you open the bag and you've got a 2-inch thick stack of napkins. You know, we count each one of those. Easily, napkins could bump the number of disposable items in your order from 8 to 20 to 30. My positive spin on that is this is something we can easily do something about, right? If we want to cut the weight of napkins in half, all we have to do is convince people in restaurants don't give them out.
After talking to Rich, I realized that all of these items could have been excluded from my order. So here's an easy one small step. Next time you're ordering, just write in the notes that you do not want those side items.
The other thing I think is really gonna move the needle on these things is sound policy.
What would policy look like?
One of the better examples is plastic bag bans when done properly. We know based on international and national experience that this does remove bags from the litter streams and from our environment, and that people can use paper bags and reusables.
Right now, our disposable habits are basically going unchecked, and I think there's a ton of room for improvement with making simple changes, like saying no to your side items, or keeping these old containers and using them to store leftovers. Also, if you're lucky enough to live in New York, check out DeliverZero and try the reusable delivery system. The more that we can support startups and show industry that we're serious about reusables, the better. That's all for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! Thing about it is I think I'm getting a bigger serving from these containers. Let's see. So side by side, these are the same. This is the regular. This is the DeliverZero.
The news can be a lot. There's a lot of good out there and a lot of fearless kids and families putting kindness into action in their own communities. But the first step towards helping is understanding, and that's where we come in.
Everyone wants to understand the world, which is why we're bringing the news to your family the Now This Way.
Each week we'll talk about the important issues, the positive progress, and the unsung heroes who are changing things for the better.
With the weekly YouTube series, podcast, and newsletter,
We'll explore the uplifting stories that inspire us
And dive deep to understand our changing world together.
on Now This Kids.